Welcome to PowerCat Live. I'm here with Navjot Marwaha. He is a principal PM manager for Dataverse for Teams. Hi, Navjot.
Hey, Phil, how are you?
So how long have you been working on Dataverse for Teams? And I know it's not that old. And then tell a little bit about your path here through Microsoft.
I've been lucky enough to be working on Dataverse for Teams for almost a year now. I joined the team just when we had started thinking about the idea, the concept, and the whole group came together to bring Power Apps to the team. So it's great to be part of the journey from almost day one.
And I know what a high-profile project that was too. So it's got to be really satisfying to now see these apps emerge.
It was definitely very busy and extremely satisfying. The most satisfying part is when customers adopt some of these apps or start to create one apps to solve some real business problems. And that's what I'm excited to talk to you about today as well. You'd asked me about my background at Microsoft. Yeah. Before this, there was another fantastic organization that I was a part of. Overall, I've been in Microsoft for 3 years. The first 2 years of that was in mixed reality. So similar to Dataverse for Team, there again, I was part of the organization that launched the first set of enterprise applications for the HoloLens kit. So remote assist, guides, just again, phenomenal technology, really amazing team. When I was there, I became aware of Power Apps and the scale with which customers are solving problems, especially the empowered citizen devs, where you're not blocked by a constrained resource. You're empowering literally every individual in the organization to achieve more. So I decided to move from mixed reality to Power Apps.
And it makes sense given what you said about empowering so many people, because there's a few people using Teams now, right? A little more over the past year.
So some customers that we work with say, I'm already using Teams as a great way to collaborate with others. Help me understand why I should bring apps. Tons of studies have shown that any efficiency issues or safety quality issues with your workloads are caused because of issues in the handoff of the process as one person completes it and the other person. So collaboration is key. So why not bring applications to the platform where you're already collaborating and communicating? So when you can start to talk about your business entity and business data in the same fabric where you're having conversations with your peers, people you rely on to get the work done, I think increases the efficiency. So as I mentioned, we reviewed several scenarios. These are the 5 applications or 5 scenarios that we already have on the store today for customers to get started. As I go through these, you will realize these are common themes. Milestones is an app that's used to track tasks. And again, you ask, hey, but aren't there other programs to track tasks? The main advantage here is that these are extensible. So if there is a unique way that you track tasks, that current out-of-the-box tasks management, such as Planner or such as MS Project doesn't provide you, you can extend it here. Bulletins is an app to send out communications to folks in the field, to your employees. Issue reporting gives the ability for your employees to highlight anything that may be amiss. Employee ideas is all about crowdsourcing, both the creation of ideas as well as prioritization of ideas. So not only do employees are able to submit ideas, other employees are able to view them and upvote them. And lastly, inspection, which is a checklist style auditing, tracking, store walk kind of scenario.
And I think what you said is an important part, right? Is these are 5 scenarios, but they're just that. They're common scenarios that can then be extended or integrated in other systems. And so while someone may not need feedback in particular, they may need other ways of collecting input from their employee base that aren't feedback, but they can still fit in that same base model, right?
Yeah. So in fact, we think of this as, again, these are apps that are fully functional out of the box. Maybe 20% of the users will find that works great.
Yeah.
Then there are like 60% users who will likely extend it, right? They will customize it. They will say, how do I add, for example, in Ideas app, not just the ability to folks to upvote it, but also for management to track which ideas are prioritized and convert them to projects. And maybe then connected with Bulletins to go announce which projects are actually getting done. Right. And then there's the last 20%, which is you can reinvent it. You can completely there's another scenario which is close enough that you can take the gist of this code base, but build another scenario. An example that comes to mind is, again, in issue reporting, you can easily convert this into a work order tracking.
Oh, that
So
makes sense.
in end user is saying, hey, look, I'm out of toilet paper in the bathroom in this building. They could be saying, hey, I'm out of, we need more printing toner for our printers, or I need access to the system. So those now can convert from a reactive issue reporting to a proactive work order management system.
So you've got 5 apps today. Can you give us a little deeper dive on one of them? Like, what do they look like, and how do we actually get it in our system?
Yeah, I'll use one of the applications that we released first. I'll go through an end-to-end demo of what the inspection app does. So, for an end user, for the first line worker, this app can be pinned to the app bar, so they have access to it easily. And once they start the inspection, they're greeted with this welcome page where they can begin the inspection. They choose what area and what type of inspection they're doing. So you can certainly store multiple types of inspection forms. Here they're picking a certain area and a certain inspection, which has 2 steps. As they bring up the form, you have the option of giving both an image as well as description of them on that particular step. Now, this is obviously at my home, but what I want to highlight was this mobile aspect. It completely integrates with the camera on Teams, which has its own set of features such as annotation, right? So you may have noticed something's out of whack. You can take a picture. In this case, perhaps my daughter left her bag in the wrong place, so I am going to send her a task to go clean up her room.
And those weren't groceries. That was a piano.
Yes, exactly. And then she won't be confused as to where the bag is, and we have evidence. Right. So we can also create a task right here and assign to the person. So the moment this task is created, Michael's getting an automated notification. I'm still in the midway of doing the inspection. I'm not done the inspection, but Michael's on his way to fix that thing already. So that connects back to the point I was making earlier, which is this automated handovers are happening behind the scenes based on some logic. Once I have done the inspection, I can kind of go to the teams, and this would be for the manager of the store. They saw the automated response there. Michael Chow has this task assigned. And then review inspections is another application. It's a sister application for this, where you can go in now and look at all the historic applications. So this is the one that we just finished. And instead of pending review, you can mark it as pending action. There are a few more actions. That image is there as well for you to reference. All the notes are there. But now you also have historic overview of this. And certainly you can do some long-term reporting. What type of issues are most commonly repeated issues, so that you can go solve for the root cause. And lastly, you have these manage inspection app, where you can go in and start to define what these steps are. So all these steps are configurable. Over here, I've added a step. I can add another step. We can change what the button says. Over here, it's yes, no. It could be okay, issue, not applicable, can be shown or not shown. So lots of configuration built right in. But because this is low code, you can also extend it, which is what I'll show you in a bit. So over here on the left-hand side, this application and the data model is now you have access to it once you've installed it. So if you go to the Power Apps personal app and go to the team in which you installed it, you will see all the assets. And now they're yours to own. So you can open this up in the studio, this Power App in the studio, and start editing it. Same thing on the right-hand side. All the tables and the data structure that this app came with are your tables. You can start adding a column to it. You can add another table to it. So you can start to build upon this. And one thing to keep in mind is, as you keep your customizations, or as you make a customization, let's say Microsoft releases another version of this application, you can still upgrade and get the latest version without losing any of your data or without losing any of your customizations. So that's another benefit. So you can keep up to date with our updates as well.
So you've shown us a glimpse into one of the first 5 apps, but more are coming, right? Can we see what's coming?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I mentioned before, we are constantly in discussions with our customers looking for scenarios that they're solving, or common scenarios that are appropriate across multiple industries. Yeah. I'll give you a sneak peek into some of the applications that we are about to launch. One of the first ones I'm pretty excited about is what we're calling Profile Plus. Very commonly, folks have this challenge where you know the organization chart of a person, but you don't know their story. You don't know what their goals are, their objectives are. So this application gives every individual in your organization the ability to tell more about their role, so that their coworkers are aware of exactly what their objectives are in the organization. More importantly, if you are looking for someone who's worked on a certain project or you worked on a certain area of expertise, you can simply search people in your organization now with that project or expertise and start a chat from right within there. You can also, managers also have the ability to advertise open positions. So, this is something usually when people look for roles internally, they typically have, I would love to work for Amanda. I wonder if she has some open positions for her team. So this app allows people to now browse for open positions for specific managers. And because this is extensible, again, if there is a fourth category here that is important for your organization, let's say research projects or sites that they have worked with, anything that you think is relevant for your coworkers to both share and for others to learn, this is an extendable app. Keep that in mind. So add whatever it is that you want to add here, or integrate with the HR system that you may already have.
Yeah, good point.
A few more that we are working on. The first one is called boards. Again, this is pre-release information, so keep in mind that this may change by the time these apps come to you.
Of course.
But there's a common problem that at least I have and my team members have. We will have a conversation about something, and it's a great conversation. 2 days will pass, and I'm like, where was that conversation that I was having? Or there's a certain resource, there's a certain channel that's relevant in Teams. So there are all these things, files that someone may have shared with me. So these things are spread across in different places. So think of boards as a bookmarking for Teams, where you can now organize, crowdsource the organization of assets that are of a certain category into one place. One can use it for their team, organizing their individual team, but also whole organizations can use that now to put information together for common themes, like such as maybe there's a D&I initiative and you want to put all the resources around D&I in one. Right. Same thing with discussions. So you're constantly having conversations, but you want to have one place where everybody can come in, ask a question, and then others can respond to those questions or answers, and other team members can look at those answers and upvote them. So the idea is to create a safe environment where people can have open conversations about different topics.
So it's good to see what's coming. Those apps actually look fantastic. There's 5 available now. If someone wants to go try them out, what do they do?
Yeah, so these are easy to acquire from the Teams store. I'll quickly demonstrate where that is. So if this is my Teams, you go to the App Store and just search for one of these apps. So inspection was one of these apps. So just search for inspection, it's right there. Or ideas. All these apps are available on the Teams store as Microsoft apps. Once you install it to a particular team, it will provision a Dataverse for Teams environment for you and then install this app. Again, this process end-to-end only takes 2 to 3 minutes, and then you get the full source code. I have all these in easy to remember ak.ms. If you just want to go ak.ms Teams sample Power Apps, that'll give you to the homepage to our docs that has not just these, but as we add more apps, you will get to see them there. But I'll certainly encourage everyone, if you are curious about the value of apps on Teams or just Power Apps on Teams, one of the quickest way to get started would be to test these apps out. Go play with it, and then consider different scenarios. There may be a scenario close enough to it or an extension of it that you may find value in your organization.
And like you said early on, if someone's using Teams, they almost certainly have access to these, and so there's no reason not to try them out.
Yep, exactly.
And I know if you're looking for more ideas too, so if anyone watching has an idea, you can leave that in the comment. We'll make sure that Navjot can see it and his team can go evaluate it. And maybe you'll see your app coming along soon.
Yes, I'll be eagerly monitoring the comments and responses to this video to see if there's a great idea.
We'll get you some more apps.
Or feedback on these apps themselves.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to show us not only the apps that we've got, but the apps that are coming soon. It seems like a good opportunity for so many people are using Teams just to try them out and get exposed to Power Apps at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. I think bring again the value or the power of completing your workloads and bringing that business data and collaboration in the same fabric. I believe that is the way to the future. And if these apps in a small way help you accelerate that journey, that'll be awesome.
Thank you. Thanks for showing us.
Yep.